The year is 1799. At Gadsby's Tavern, guests are dancing the night away for the Birthnight Banquet and Ball. It is a special occasion, as George Washington is the guest of honor tonight, here to celebrate his birthday. Guests are wearing their finest evening wear, showcasing the fashion of the day. When we think of George Washington, we often think of large, elaborate outfits, wigs, and wide skirts. However, the Birthnight Ball took place in the late 18th century, decades after the United States declared independence. Like many other things, fashion had changed. If you are familiar with Jane Austen's books, they are from the same era, calling to mind images of pretty but simple high-waisted dresses. Perhaps you have even seen film adaptations set in the Regency era, spanning the 1790s to early 1800s. On the dance floor in John Gadsby's Tavern, we notice that the Regency style, or as it is called in American history, Federal style, abounds. The silhouettes are slim, the waists are high. Note how the dress is gathered under the bust, and the men's coat is shorter than his waistcoat or vest. This era is distinct from decades before, which featured wider silhouettes and decadent prints, seen here in fashion plates. The Federal era dresses are columnar, inspired by Greek-Roman statuary. Early Americans drew inspiration from this early democracy. While the skirt was simple, character flourished in the sleeves, the delicately printed fabrics, and their many colors. There are a variety of sleeves, gathered or layered. Not only did the sleeves embellish the frocks, so did the open robes. Often paired over a gown of simpler color or print, the open robe was popular in the 1790s. This open robe style was a modification of the robe à l'anglaise, which had been part of women's fashion for decades. Florals, stripes, and dots were common during this time. Colors varied beyond the white gowns depicted in some of Jane Austen films. Lightweight silks and cottons draped ladies in shades of blue, red, green, purple, and gold. Headdresses, or turbans, were also an important part of this era's fashion. Ostrich feathers were a common accessory. So the next time you think of George Washington in the 1790s, we hope you also think of the distinct style of the Federal era. And when you see a Regency gown, may it remind you of the Birthnight Banquet and Ball at Gadsby's Tavern.